The Revolution of Beelzebub by Samael Aun Weor. Dedication. I dedicate this book to the human beings with will of steel, to the great rebels, to the high-flying eagles, to those who never humble themselves before the whip of any tyrant, to the supermen of humanity, and also to the great repented sinners, since from them a new race of gods will be the outcome. In order to reach the high initiation, one does not need to be an erudite. Instead, what one needs to be is perfect, as our Father who is in heaven is perfect. One does not reach the high initiation with the intellect, but with the heart. Consequently, there are true masters of the white fraternity who do not know how to read, nor to write. Nevertheless, they are great illuminated sages. The intellect never attains the initiation. Only the heart attains the Golgotha of the high initiation. The majority of people have their heads filled with absurd theories and ancestral prejudices. They do not open their minds to anything new. Justice is the supreme piety and the supreme impiety of the law. The gods judged the great whore, humanity, and they considered her unworthy. Thus, the sentence of the gods is, to the abyss. To the abyss. To the abyss. Human beings of the Aquarian age. Beings of the XXI century. Beings of the XXX century remain firm within the light. Remember that the human beings of the XX century were barbarians, and that all of them were punished because of their evilness. Let this serve as an example, so that you will remain firm within the faith of Christ. Beings of Aquarius. Exert yourselves on your path towards the light. Redeem and fuse yourselves with your intimate, before the evil ones of this XX century leave the abyss. A new sign of darkness is approaching, Capricorn. Therefore, it is the time for you to be alert and vigilant, because the earth will again be invaded by the demon souls of this dark age, who Aun Weor bound into the abyss in order for you to have the happiness that you are now enjoying. Beings of Aquarius. I especially dedicate to you this book that the barbarians of the XX century did not understand. People from this XX century heard the word of Jehovah, thus saith Jehovah of hosts. Even so will I break this people and this city, as one breaketh a potter's vessel, that cannot be made whole again, and they shall bury them in Tophet, the killing valley, till there be no place to bury. Jeremiah 19 verse 11. Samael Aun Weor. Chapter 1. The Revolution of Beelzebub. Sing unto the majesty of fire, O goddess of wisdom. Let us raise our cups and let us toast to the hierarchies of the flames. Let us ignite our amphoras of gold and let us drink the wine of light until becoming inebriated. O Demosthenes, how fast were your feet in Chaeronea! Mesmer, Cagliostro, Agrippa, Raymond Lully, I knew all of you, I saw all of you, and they called you madmen. From where did you get your wisdom? Why were your lips sealed with death? What did happen to your knowledge? On this night, I will drink the wine of wisdom within the chalice of your august craniums, and in a gesture of omnipotent rebellion, I will revolt against the ancient tomb. I will break all the chains of the world, and I will declare myself immortal even if they believe me to be crazy. I will grasp the sword of Damocles so as to make the inopportune guest to flee. Thus, mute skull, you will not succeed against me, since I am eternal. Igneous Christ, blazing Christ, I raise my cup and make a toast to the gods, but you baptize me with fire. From where did this manifold creation spring from? From where did these immense planetary boulders spring from that seem to emerge as millenarian monsters from the jaws of an abyss, in order to fall into yet another abyss more terrible and dreadful than the first? I lift my eyes up high, and upon the igneous head of the most exalted among all the sacrificed ones, I read this word, INRI ignis natura renovator integra. The fire renews nature incessantly. Yes, beloved disciples, the entire universe is nothing else but the granulations of the Fohat, fire. Oh, the hierarchies of the fires! Oh, the hierarchies of the flames! Ardent, ardent roses, igneous serpents, hiss, hiss eternally upon the waters of life, in order for the worlds to emerge. Hiss, hiss, hiss eternally, with the hiss of the Fohat, O holy flames. Blessed be the luminous fiat, the spermatic fiat of the eternal living God, who placed this universe into existence. Divine fire, you are the divine noumen of all infinite existences, and when the subterranean flame shall burst its prison and devour the framework, bumming the foundations of the world, you shall still be as you were before, without suffering any change. O, divine and eternal fire! The Fohat fecundates the chaotic matter, thus, the worlds emerge into existence. All of what has been, what is, and what will be, is a child of fire. The fire of the Holy Spirit is the flame of Horeb. The Fohat lives within our testicles, ovaries, and it is only a matter of putting it into activity, by means of sexual magic, that will convert ourselves into gods, into devas, into divine and ineffable beings. The fire of chastity is the fire of the Holy Spirit, it is the fire of Pentecost, it is the fire of Kundalini. It is the fire which Prometheus plundered from heaven. It is the sacred flame of the temple, ignited by the Vestals. It is the flame of triple incandescence. It is the chariot of fire on which Elijah went up into heaven. In the time of ancient Egypt, the neophyte who aspired to become an alchemist had to wed a mature woman in order to awaken the divine fire. But, if he married a young maiden, he had to wait some months before executing the sexual connection. Obedience to his wife was one of the matrimonial requirements, to which the alchemist was subduing to with great gladness. To introduce the virile member into the feminine vagina and to withdraw it without spilling the semen is the old formulae of ancient alchemists. This is the formula to awaken the igneous serpent and to achieve the union with the intimate. According to Moses, the intimate is the real being, the Ruach Elohim, who was sowing the waters in the beginning of the world. This is how we convert ourselves into the Sun King, into the triumphant Magi of the snake. We become omnipotent gods, and with the sword of Damocles we defeat death. All of nature kneels before us, and the tempests serve as carpets for our feet. Fohat is the elixir of long life. We can preserve the body for millions of years with this elixir. The woman is the vestal of the temple, the woman lights the flame of our sounding arquin, which vibrates within the cosmic spaces with the tremendous solemn and ineffable euphoria of the vast heavens of Urania. Woman, I love thee. It has been many nights that I weep dearly, dearly, but at the end of the journey I hear thy songs, and the dreaming stars tremble with love. Then, the celestial muses kiss themselves with thy chants. Thou art a sealed book of 7 seals. I do not know if thou art joy or venom. I am at the edge of an abyss, which I do not understand, I feel fear of thee and of thy mystery. Woman, I adore thee. I want to drink the mandrake's liquor, I want to kiss thy bosom, I want to feel the chant of thy words, and I want to ignite my fires. Woman, thou cannot forget me, thou told me that thou loves me, and thou swore to me thy love, in those adored nights, in those nights of idol, in those perfumed nights, nights of chants and nests. Old priestess, ignite my wick, ignite my flame of triple incandescence, noble vestal of a divine temple, deliver to me the fruits of science. By Samael Aun Weor.